Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of really cool creations again to look at today. So there's 7 total. The first 5 are going to be in Reforged Eden 2, or 4 Reforged Eden 2, I should say, and the 2 after that are going to be in Reforged Eden 1. So the very first creation here today is the HM3 Miner, Reforged Eden 2 by Ente, and yeah, this is crazy cool looking miner here, I gotta say. Just looking at the front side of it so far here, super detailed, a wide mining design here, where all the drills, it's using the maximum amount of mining drills, I believe, allowed at 8, but they're spaced out in such a way that you can do a big mining hole at once and not have any nubs or anything in your way, so you can literally burrow right into the ground like you could with a smaller miner as well. It just has to do with the very precise placement of where all these drills have to be, like the proper width and height apart from one another to make that happen correctly. And this miner does do that, as well as another miner that the same author made recently. I would say a month or so ago. Yeah, this is cool. It's also got some guns on here. We do have spotlights. Really cool looking cockpit area over here. I love how all the glass work's done around that, and literally just detail everywhere. It's got some antennas in here too, which this is an upgradable miner. You can add in additional CPU cores to it, some auxiliary cores and quantum cores. You can upgrade various parts of it, including, even if you wanted to probably add in some launcher style weapons, you could probably do that as well. But you do have a couple Gatling turrets or minigun turrets on the front side. I think they're called Gatling for SVs, or at least they used to be. Light Gatling turrets. Okay. But yeah, that looks awesome. Let's go take a look at the rest of this here. So side view, that's really cool as well. I love these. I don't know, drill protectors, or like this armor plating areas kind of around the drills. That is also a very cool feature there. Super detailed again. Everywhere you look is just mad detail. Every block, texture is hand selected, color decals over that. Plus adding some texture lights, some other colors with the piping, like this kind of burnt red shade for a lot of the different pipes, and some other features on the creation. And it just makes for a really nice looking build here. One thing I'm a little curious about, though, is what am I looking at right here? And that is an advanced detector. Oh, I didn't even know that existed. I knew there was the regular detector, and there's a long-range radar, or there was. I think there still is, but this is something different entirely. Or maybe it's like the new long-range radar. I'm not sure, but that's cool. That's cool. I have to see what kind of range that does and everything like that. If it's a replacement for a long-range radar, or just kind of something in between a regular detector and the long-range radar for an SV. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, killer looking build here, definitely. Looks quite thrusty as well. Let's get inside and take a look around here. I'm not sure if I should bother with the lights on this or not, but we'll dim them a little bit. So looks like as soon as we walk in here, we've got just so much detail. You don't even want to look at anything else but lots of detail. And we got some crazy stuff going on in here too, but I'll figure out what that is in a second here. So obviously we got a Wi-Fi right over there. We've got some smoke coming out over here. I'm not sure if we have any fire extinguishers anywhere. No, not seeing any fire extinguishers. I don't know about this, the smoke. Might want to check your filters and stuff like that. There could be a problem, maybe a rusted wire that's arcing over or something, causing a little problem in there. I might have to get this into maintenance and see what's happening there. Just saying. If you're unfamiliar with the game, I am just totally full of crap right there. So there is no such thing as fire extinguishers in this game. I'm just having a lot of fun here. So we have a switch here for the warp drive. Looks like you can manually turn that off. I do believe that is the lesser of the warp drives that are in here stock, and that's probably what these access doors are for, is to upgrade that. So I think so. This would be like a 30. Well, I mean, on SV terms, I don't know. But there is an advanced version as well. We'll check that out in the device manager here. So then we've got these other things over here that are pretty funky. We got this rotating thing down there, and that, and then there's another one over here. So with moving stuff on them. These are not LCDs, by the way. I'll show you what those are in a little bit. I had to figure that out myself, so it's kind of new to me. That's why I want to just kind of go over it. So getting up over by the cockpit over here, looks like we got some cool looking LCD stuff right around the edges there, and then we got a fridge. I believe our main core right there, kind of towards the front there, in case you get have an unfortunate event. Hopefully the core gets blown out as well, and you can save the rest of the creation. And just trying to see if we got anything more on the top side. Looks like we got some storage controllers, both right below the pilot seat and up on the ceiling there. And a little baby, look at that little cute little baby gravity generator there. So it even has gravity, so when you're flying around, you get out of your seat, you don't have to jetpack around. You can literally walk and stuff, which is pretty wild there. That was, I believe that was a vanilla feature that was added semi-recently to the game. I think, unless that was a Reforged Eden thing as well. Also, you got to have oxygen. Got that over here too. So yeah, killer looking insides as well. All kind of asymmetrically laid out on the sides here, so each side's different. And you can even see that kind of getting up into the cockpit area itself there. Yeah, very nice. All right, well anyway, let's look at some numbers on this thing here. So start with unlock level 25, size class 2. Quite stout here with the thrust here. 91 forward, 78 strafing, 91 lift, 91 reverse. Yeah, the roll, yaw, and pitch are all really nice numbers. They're up in the 70s or 80s as well. We're running, of course, 8 of these laser drills. We got 2 of the light Gatling turrets and an advanced detector. 2 hour and 17 minute build time. It's actually lower build time than I thought it would be. I mean, this is a pretty elaborate SV miner, and that's not actually terribly expensive for one of these. Now, it does use 2 quantum processors. Those are part of the superior cores, which make up the Core 9 build that it is. Now, I knew this. I looked at the workshop description, and I already knew it was Core 9. So it looks like it's balanced out really good. It's got about 100 left over on the CPU, but everything else is in place there. Main, it does have a shield, stock shield strength 8418. Got a couple different P menu options for spotlights and area lights. Turn those on here briefly. Alright, so one last thing. Those parts that we're looking at, those animated LCDs, those are actually a Reforged Eden 2 part, I do believe. And they are these here, inset wall consoles. And there's 2 different ones here. So those are actually what we're seeing there. When I first seen that, I was kind of like freaking out, like someone figured out a way to do like active animations on LCD screens, and I thought there's maybe some other coding or something where you could do that, but no, it turns out it's actually some parts I do believe were added in Reforged Eden 2. So that I'll have to look at these myself. Might have to see what options there are of these, and see if I can incorporate something like that into a build in the near future as well. But yeah, really cool looking miner here. One last thing we definitely got to look at here is its storage. So it looks like we've got a ammo controller at 857, which is appropriate for the guns. Obviously, it's just got a couple turrets to shoot up the drones and things like that on it. It's not meant to assault dreadnoughts or anything like that. So we got one harvest controller at 28,000, 20. Man, we got a lot of harvest storage on here. Actually, geez, let's see, if they're both 28,000, we'd be at like 56,000. So more than 56,000 harvest storage on the build here. Yeah, again, really, really cool design here by Ente. Ente does some really, really nice stuff, I gotta say. Very, very detailed creation. Puts a lot of time and effort into getting all those, getting everything looking the way they do. So again, this is the HM3 Reforged Eden, or HM3 Miner Reforged Eden 2 by Ente. Very, very nice. All right, so the next creation, we're going to jump into a CV over here. And this is the Ether class Corvette Reforged Eden 2 by Silvercrest. And this is a really clean, fancy looking CV here too. What I parked it real quick, it obviously told me the landing gear were down. Obviously, if I fly it up in the air, that goes away. It's just a conditional LCD there. But yeah, one thing I've been noticing, besides its clean, elegant look, it's doing a lot of extra little things to spice that up as well. With some of these thin row texture lights, as well as actual exterior lighting in a lot of different places on the ship that give it some really nice looking lighting effects. You can kind of see like what's going on over here. Then also, like this area over here, there's also some extra LCD work on here just to give it some like extra graphics and details and things like that. So that is really cool. A lot of stuff was done on this to make it look just really fancy and elegant in a lot of different ways here. I'll show it with the lights off here in a little bit as well. But yeah, it does look like it's going to light up quite nicely. Looks like we got a nice landing pad out the back here too. Nice and clean design there as well. A couple access doors there. Really cool looking thrusters set up here. Although, two of these are not actually thrusters. These side pieces here are actually turbines. They look a lot like thrusters, especially from this view. But and then you do have a main single drive thruster in the middle there. So that's kind of neat. That's a neat way to do turbines, actually. I mean, if you got enough thrust already, but wanted to add in like more thruster compartments because it just looks cool. Certainly, grabs that Star Wars look and things like that. That's a neat optional part to put there. That's useful for the ship as well, as it creates kind of basically residual energy for the ship. We got we got some lift thrusters down over here underneath the decal piece there. We got some side hangar doors going into, it looks like a kind of a pass-through hangar set up there. Let's get over the top side here a minute. So we got a big old radar dish here. Let me just take a look at that real quick. Tell me, yeah, satellite dish. I think that's real. There's some fake ones too, but I think it's real. I'll try to look at the parts menu to figure that out. Now, one thing that I don't quite know yet, this big fancy ring going across the top, I mean, in first impressions, looks like an LCD, kind of, but at the same time, the overall size of it is quite large, where you could not do this with a single LCD. It would require at least 4 LCDs to try to make something look like this. And it's pretty nice and smooth too on the edges, which also I wouldn't necessarily expect it looking maybe that clean, but it might be able to be done. But at the same time, I'm not seeing any LCDs, at least visible, that would be in range of being able to do this. Maybe there's a compartment inside the hull of the ship that's doing it, and there's 4 different LCDs doing the corners at a time, or maybe this is just something to do with this part. Maybe there's an alternative part that is adding that in there. Either way, really, really cool and unique, and I haven't seen that before. And actually, even my, like a maximum size LCD is 5x5. And if you count some blocks here, like say, God, this actually looks like it passes into actually this block row a little bit. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks right up into this area here. And I'll keep the HUD on for a second here. And yeah, you couldn't even do this with 4 LCDs. It's too big for that. So this has got to be something to do with that dish, I'm guessing. Unless I love figuring out these things when they run into these mysteries or new parts that I just haven't really seen before. It's kind of freaks you out there. And then over here, looks like I think this is multi-turret. Okay, yeah. So we can do some salvaging as well with this over by the landing pad. So kind of like back up to something you want to salvage. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So I guess for how we could come in the hangar. Let's come in the top side. Here, let me adjust the lights a little bit. Speaking of that, I did want to kind of take a look at the hull with it being darker too. Here, let's do that real quick. Yeah, you see what all those exterior lights are doing for it, kind of lighting up the hull. Like you could kind of envision like a Star Trek ship doing when it's pulling into port or just firing up for a mission or something like that. That looks really sharp. Again, combine that with a lot of texture lights in the mix, and yeah, it's a really nice, elegant look to this. All right, let's get aboard, see what makes us tick here. A sensor there to handle the door I just walked through. Looks like we got a back room over there. So as soon as we walk in from this side, got a teleporter. Looks like an armor locker. Staircase going to a lower deck. Over on this side, looks like we got a medical bay. That's a nice, it's a cool looking medical bay. I love the glass windows, like walking into the separate room with it. Nice and fancy. You know, of course, we got our medical bay and O2 over here. Food processor and fridge as well. Ventilator up there. It's going to go back up to the hangar again. Let's go back in one of these rooms here. So kind of like a technical fuel room kind of thing. But it also looks like it's more secure. So you got this heavy glass kind of blocking the fuel tanks from the inner hull, which is definitely a safety option there. Let's see, we had other pathways here too. Yeah, we have this. Oh man, there's a door over here too. Oh, so we got a crew room over here. Could be like a captain's or first mate room or something like that. And what do we got here? Oh, another crew room. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. I like how these are done too. A different look and style. Like you got the red carpet and the wood grain wall. One of those new lights, I just seen those, and I think it's a RE2 thing, but don't quote me. No, actually, I think this was a vanilla new part added to the game, having to do with the lighting and the other branch of that of the street lights. This is not a street light. I noticed there is new models for the actual lights in the game, and that is one of them. Alright, so, and I think over here, do we have another fuel room? Yep, another fuel room there. So let's move forward here. Actually, let's go down before I go up that way. And this is going to take this nice, elegant staircase. I almost want to like turn this into like an escalator. Wouldn't that be cool? But anyway, not really needed. So we're down into the hangar space over here. Nice looking hangar. Like the texturing and the wall details and the different things going on there. Obviously, you can tell some of these are cargo extensions by the texture on them, at least on the back wall. And of course, yeah, storage controller right there as well. And up here looks like we got a couple of the advanced generators, also secured behind the heavy glass. There's some cargo boxes in the middle here. Another storage controller. Looks like we got a advanced constructor. Our pentaxid tank looks like a medium shield part. And another medium shield part. And yeah, very, very nice. Our main core is right there. Okay. Kind of in the engineering section here. Very cool. Yeah, quite the fancy staircase again. Definitely like that. I'm a big fan of the 22.5 degree staircases as well. They do work even if your ship's sitting on the ground at a little bit of an angle. They'll still work. Where the 45s are real picky, real fussy. Your ship better be perfectly flat or you might not be able to walk up it, kind of thing. That's just a bug with the game. It's not. I wish it wasn't that way. So it looks like we're getting up into the red carpet bridge over here, and we got a couple of quick access doors to get into the bridge quick, fast from outer space as well. And a couple passenger seats and our pilot seat. We have a signal 1. Not sure what that is yet. I'll have to look at the P menu options. And then we got a cruise mode, it looks like, as well. So that might be more of a power management thing. Maybe it shuts off stuff that would waste power when you're flying around. Yeah, really cool. Actually, it's pretty much straight to the point, though. I didn't see any space going forward in the hall here. And also, on the staircase itself, we do have some of our CPU cores as well. But I'm not seeing another way forward. But hold on, I'm going to just double check that to see if I missed something in this area. I don't think so. Let's do a quick buzz through the hall, moving forward here. Oh yeah, okay, so we do have lots more stuff here. It does look like this is all just kind of contained in the hull of the ship, though. So we have offline protection. Looks like our gravity generator. It's kind of neat that the author kind of painted the rooms around them too, so they're color coded. We have our main shield right over here. Yeah. We've got some strafing thrust, and then we're just about to the nose of the ship now. So yeah, quite a bit of bulk area there to get blown up before it gets into any of the main ship parts. Yeah, really stylish looking ship here. Very nice. Definitely, yeah, that whole lighting effect thing on the exterior of it, that looks really nice, especially like lower lighting conditions and things like that. Really cool. All right, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 3, or complexity 3. 46 forward, 22 strafing, 65 lift, 32 reverse, 11 down, 41 on the roll, 22 yaw, and 25 pitch. 10 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Looks like we're quite a lot of weaponry on here already, as well as a multi-turret for salvaging. Yeah, it's even running some tier 2 items on here. No, yeah, or medium. I say tier 2, but I meant medium. There's light, medium, and heavy in Reforged Eden 2, so it's not really about tier 1 or tier 2. I think that was how it was referred to in Reforged Eden 1. 7 hour and 4 minute build time on here. Not requiring any quantum cores, so that means that this cannot exceed core 7. Let's see how that comes out. So yeah, it's definitely not pushing it all the way up to core 9 either. That's cool. I thought this would have been a core 9 build. It looks like it, with all the stuff and on it. But yeah, 584,000 CPU, really balanced, using 583 of that. In core, that translates to a core 7. So basically, your 2 basics, 2 improved, 2 advanced, no superior cores in the build, at least stock. I wouldn't doubt if there's some upgrade options and stuff for that, but right now, I don't know if I want to do that or not. It does have one of these alarm sensors on it as well. And one last thing I wanted to check out is I want to see what type of warp drive is in it. So it looks like a standard warp drive. So this would be the 30 light year warp drive. So then there's the advanced one that is a 60 light year. And then there's some other craziness beyond that, I do believe, as well. But yeah, just cool to look at the specs here. Really nice looking ship, though. Looks like it's well set up. Didn't even really realize how big some of the guns are on here. Medium artillery turrets. Yeah, these are a big chunk of change. And there's 2 of them on this build, and yet it's still a core 7. So yeah, the author did a really good job optimizing this. I'm surprised. Again, it doesn't look like it's a core 7 build to me. It looks like it's at least a core 9, maybe even getting into the quantum and aux realm, and it's not, that's just really cool. So again, this is the Ether class Corvette Reforged Eden 2 by Silvercrest. Very nice work on this, pretty ship. Let me get the lights back on. And so the next creation here, this is a little bugger over here. This is the RE2 Nat by Spange. Looks like a fairly inexpensive, I would say early-ish game, get around utility kind of SV. It's got a couple guns on it. You can shoot down some drones. You got a spotlight on there. But it certainly doesn't look like it's running super expensive parts or anything like that on it. Really nice looking design here. I like the color scheme as well. Nice and smooth and aerodynamic. Nice looking stance when it's sitting on the ground too, with the landing gear down. Just running some smaller thrusters and things like that on here as well. Do have a cargo box visible on the back there, and a kind of an embedded storage controller or ammo controller. Probably an ammo controller actually. Back over there. Yeah, I like how this is kind of built up on the underside there as well. Yeah, just looks like a good practical early game SV for, just doing things. I'll have to see all the other stuff on here. I'm sure there's other parts, maybe some that aren't visible to the outside, or maybe it's just, again, just meant for early game transportation, shoot up the drone kind of thing. Shoot up the animals, get some food. You can do that. It works. Very nice though. Nice looking hull and design. Very smooth with the paint job as well. Just trying to look kind of like a car body kind of thing, where you're not going to see a bunch of crazy rusty things and stuff going on, weird vents and stuff. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 7, size class 0.25, just all around pretty quick here. 54 forward, 23 strafing, 46 lift, 23 reverse, 23 down. Good looking roll, yaw, and pitch stats on here as well. 2 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. Does have a detector, 2 light Gatling guns. And check this out. This is the most wonderful part here. 10-minute and 8-second build time using just the basic of the basic materials on here. So yeah, you don't really need nothing really except to hit level 7 and of course unlock the parts this does have in your skill tree. But yeah, super cheap, inexpensive SV for just getting around, and if you got to shoot something, you can shoot something. Core, basically a core 1 or just your main core, no additional cores in the build. If it did have additional cores in the build, you would see more requirements here. So P menu option does not have a shield in it. I'm not seeing any other options there. One thing, and it is running the ammo box. Let's take a look at its storage here too. I forgot to look at the oh man, I did, didn't I? I forgot to look at the storage on the last creation. Son of a gun. Sorry about that. So Nat, we got an ammo controller. Looks like 859. We got that cargo box we've seen visible. There's a fridge in here too. I didn't see that. I must have missed that. And then we got a harvest controller at 2375. Wow. And then, well, one of those. We've seen one of the boxes. There's actually 2 boxes on here. There's one. That's, I think, the drum. There's another box somewhere too. But also, yeah, harvest controller on here. Interesting. So you could plop in a harvesting device of some origin, whether a drill or something like that, and literally actually do some drilling. I mean, if you're really on the ultra cheap, you could literally probably like remove this front block or a couple blocks on the side, add a couple drills to it, and do a little mining with it. That's cool. I mean, options are awesome. I mean, I might be half tempted to do something like that with it. Save you from spawning in like another more expensive creation to do that function with. Yeah, very cool. Very cool design. Again, this is the RE2 Nat by Spans. And just as a recap here, since I'm an idiot, I wanted to look at the storage on this ship here. So let's get back to the Ether class Corvettes. So we have an input at 240K, output at 176K, ammo controller at 101K. Looks like another controller here at 56K. And then beyond that, I do believe we're just dealing with boxes here or other things. So yeah, basically your input, input's probably the biggest, output, and ammo. And then a little bit more on that other extra controller in there. So yeah, good amount of storage on there. Sorry, I forgot to take a look at that on the first run there. All right, so the next creation. I make sure I'm looking apples to apples here. Yes. Okay, so this is the Quazar Qs 07 SV RE2 by Bone Dog. And this is like kind of similar. I mean, looks like it's going to be a fairly inexpensive get around kind of SV. But I'm seeing a pentaxa tank on this one, so it looks like it's going to have a little bit more than what the Spanges one over there does with functionality. Of course, it would probably cost a little bit more, of course, too. Kind of all goes hand in hand. We do have a couple, looks like Gatling guns on this one as well, or light Gatling guns, I do believe. Let's find out for sure. Yep, okay, that's correct. And spotlights on the front as well. Got an armor locker up over here. On the back side, we got some things. Just trying to identify those things. Oh, that's just a straight up constructor. Okay, SV constructor going across the 3 blocks there. It's just interesting how the blocks are kind of over it. I was focusing, thinking this was a separate piece, and these were separate pieces. And when you kind of look at it, yeah. Anyway, I got that wrong. So this is actually a kind of an open door here. Oh, okay. So it doesn't have a pentaxa tank now, but it could. That's cool. So this is an upgrade slot, and we have OT. You can kind of see in there as well. Now, one thing that I found, I think it looks really neat, and I don't think I've ever seen this combination of wing parts and blocks before, or anything like it really. Look at that. Look at this wing design. It's using like these wing pieces, and then it's using some of the curvy blocks in between it that kind of fit quite well there to make like this curved out kind of armored wing piece there. That was really wild to look at. I mean, that is unique. Cool looking. Oh, that's a real light right there. You can almost call that a texture light, but the real light actually does match the texture lights. Down in this compartment here, we can see that we got a Wi-Fi unit in there as well. Looks like a generator down in there. And yeah, that's cool. That's a cool looking SV. I like the tail section over here as well. So interesting. Yeah, you can add a pentaxa tank to here, which makes me think that it would probably have a location to add something that would use the pentaxa tank if it doesn't already. Well, it wouldn't already have that, and that's probably. Hold on. We're going to get you off the ground a little bit. I got to see the underside. Oh, yeah, look at that. We got a door down in here. And let me guess. This is your location for a shield. That's cool. That's cool. So, yeah, you can upgrade this to a shielded version here with the pentaxa tank and the shield. That's cool. Very, very nice looking SV. I like all the detail levels on it. That constructor just looks pretty cool the way it is too. I'm kind of on the back there, and it's looking at it from different angles, especially with some blocks covering part of it. It almost looks like it's just some other new part or something like that. And then we got our 3 landing gear right there. Yeah, very nice looking SV. Alright, well anyway, let's look at some numbers here. I hope I didn't miss any of the upgrades. Obviously you can add a shield to it and a pentaxa tank. I don't know if it has more than that right now. So to start with here, we're unlock level 7 again, so I think that would be the same. I think that's your lowest possible unlock level for an SV, I think. Complexity 1, 40 forward, 40 strafing, 58 lift, 40 reverse, 26 down. Pretty real high numbers actually on the roll, yaw, and pitch. So it's yeah, quite agile. 2 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks. Obviously the 2 light Gatling guns and a detector. 14-minute, 28-second build time on this one. Oh my goodness, it needs 16 whole cobalt. No. Yeah, again, super inexpensive. Obviously this one has a bit of an upgrade path to it to pop in a shield. Now maybe I'm missing it, maybe there's some more upgrade, but I didn't see a location necessarily to add in more CPU blocks. But I kind of wonder if this is all tailored, where if you did put in your baseline shield and a pentaxa tank, it would still come out in tier 1. And I'm thinking that's what's going on here. I really think it would be a tier 1, adding those parts in theory at least. Hold on. Gonna have to find out real quick on something here. If I hit the right button. Lots of buttons. Okay, so let's look at shields on SV. Standard shield generator, 1000 CPU. And pentaxa tank is 200 CPU. So 1200 CPU will put in a shield and pentaxa tank in this build, and it has the CPU to do that stock. And I imagine it would have the power to do that as well, generator-wise. So, yeah, it's really cool. So you could just do this option without messing with CPU core blocks or anything like that. I'm sure the author left that out so you could bring it in at a lower level and cheaper. Once you add in those parts, you're going to need more resources. Probably unlock at least like, here, let me look one last time here. Shield. This unlocks, yeah, see, it would bring it up to unlock level 12 if you put in this. And this is unlock level 7, so yeah, five levels difference there. So yeah, that's a well thought out utility get around SV, definitely. And you could, pop on a shield with it too. That's very cool. So last thing I want to look at again before I forget is the storage. Sorry about the storage on the other one there. So we got an ammo controller at 3258 and a harvest controller also on this one at 2613. So yeah, very, very cool. Nice looking build there. Again, this is the Quazar Qs 07 SV RE2 by Bone Dog. Alright, so the next creation, we're going to get into a Helios module here. This is the Helios Fine Sort U by J. Drafton. So I do believe this module has a lot to do with storage, with the name of Fine Sort on it. Really cool looking front end, like almost looks like a building or something like that. You're like walking up to some kind of shop face front here, but this would be its docking side onto like a Helios module creation. Yeah, got a landing gear there, main cockpit all set up there. But yeah, this is really cool. I like this platform with the staircases. Oh, it actually has a doorway going down right there as well. You can see Wi-Fi right up on the front there. It even has some, oh look at this, some embedded sensory guns in here. And yeah, of course the landing gear come out at that level, which is great for the docking. That's really cool. That's really cool. And it's kind of, yeah, it's got that kind of industrial look, like it's definitely used and things like that. But it's not like completely rusted out or anything like that either. Sort of just a good looking industrial type creation here. And yeah, a double set of staircases going up the front side there. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, and that's a boarding ramp to go down to the ground there too. So in case you're like parked somewhere, somewhere else, maybe parked on a planet's surface or something, you got a boarding ramp there. Oh, that is slick. Again, I really like this setup on the front here. All right, so let's tour this a little bit. See, it's just a module, so it can't be that big, but I want to see what's going on in here. So yeah, it looks like we are seriously about storage here. This is our bottom floor, and man, it looks bigger on the inside than it does the outside yet. Holy smokes! This must be some new RE2 deco stuff there. Again, one of these things. Anytime I see something that I can't identify, it's got to be one of two things: either RE2 new part deco or aliens. So most of the time it's probably the deco though, but can't rule out the aliens. Maybe that's where the deco came from. You never know. So it looks like we've got rows and rows of storage controllers in here. Looks like you got an ammo box as well, and some. Wow. It's no joke. We're going to definitely have to look at the storage on here, but it's got a lot of it. I can pretty much guarantee that it's just full of storage. Of course, the name would suggest that as well. Wow. It's amazing how big this thing is on the inside. So we got like a generator room over here. And it looks like there's, a bunch more space in there to add in some more stuff. I didn't go through like all the upgrade options. Maybe there's something listed there. But yeah, definitely looks like you could add more equipment to this as well. Quite a few different things would fit in this space area here. Well, that's cool. That's cool. You got some thruster and terminal over there. Man, I didn't expect. I was all like, oh, this can't be very big. It's a Helios module. No, not this one. Oh man, we've got a gravity generator down over here. Probably some more room on the side of that to add some more stuff. Holy smokes. It's like walking through a full-blown like CV here. Okay, so it looks like all the storage controllers are on the lower side. Wasn't sure if we're going to see another row up top here or not. Cool how the floor is done though with the this kind of great floor. You see through it, add in some more details. And man, we even got plants. We got plants. And here's our main cockpit over here. Nice visibility. We got our gauntlet tabletop version right over there. And what's over here? Oh, we got even like a little bedroom over here. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Man, this is more than just a storage module. This is like your home. I mean, this is pretty wild. Very, very cool module here. I will get this added to the Helios module collection too. Every time I come across like a Helios module, I try to pop that in there. So if people do go to that collection, look for available modules, so they'll see all of them. I'm sure I'm missing some though. I mean, I'm not familiar with all the builds that get put to the workshop. So, all right. So stat wise, unlock level 15, size class 2. 30. I was 30 forward, 18 strafing, 32 lift, 22 reverse, 8 down. Now keep one thing in mind: a module like this, normally used for module things, would usually dock to like a Helios type creation with a Helios bay on it, and usually just stay parked there, especially being a storage module. The fact that this actually can move around fairly decently with some other options to maybe go down to the ground or move cargo around a little bit. It's kind of a cool option with it. Definitely different. Also even has some defense on it. I mean, not a lot, but a little bit. A couple sentry guns on the front side there. CPU wise, it's it's low on CPU. Really low on CPU. This is a Core 1, so no additional CPU blocks. Good about nearly 120,000 left over on that. So you could certainly add a lot more stuff to it too, CPU wise. I don't know what you would need to. It is in fact a storage module, but it's pretty neat. It's got some options. Let's see, no shield on here. We do have some P menu options: ventilator, gravity, production, and spotlights. And the big thing on this one is going to be its storage capacity. So let's see what's going on with this. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, wow. This is one of the prettiest looking, Wi-Fi menus I've ever seen. That's just pretty. Just elegant. All labeled, the colors, the little dashes. Wow, and there's a lot of it. Wow. I didn't think there was this much in it. I mean, I know there's a big row of storage controllers on the lower deck on it, but man, this thing is, it wasn't kidding when it was like fine sorting. It is. It really is. Look at that. Exotic mats. Wow, it's got these things. I don't even know what this stuff is yet, but you could sort it. Yeah, it looks like there's quite a few new materials in the game that I haven't got in my solo playthrough far enough into the game to see any of this stuff yet. But it looks like there's going to be a lot of new things that you're going to come across, and this author already kind of knows what those are. And wow, that's cool. That's cool. This is all legit stuff too. I mean, a while back when I was playing a heavily modded version of Minecraft, I kept on coming across different metals and materials and things, and some of them I just thought were just randomly made up, like, oh yeah, like that's a real thing. And then later on, I was watching some show, and it's all about metals and chemistry and really, really fascinating stuff. And yeah, all that stuff in Minecraft was actually real. I mean, there was just actually real stuff in the real world, and it's was quite amazing. A lot of the so all this is as well. So very, very cool. Again, this is the Helios Fine Sort U by Jay Drafton. Very nice. And I definitely, after this video, I definitely got to remember to get this added to the Helios module collection. So that is all the RE2 builds. Let's get out of here and go into RE1. Got a couple other really cool things to look at there. Yeah, it's neat. I mean, I keep on doing these videos, but every time I do them, I swear, I mean, it's really, really rare to go through a video looking at other authors' creations and not see something unique or something you haven't ever seen before or done in a different way. Quite fascinating. It's all these creative minds out there just coming up with just the crazy stuff, the crazy stuff. All right, here, let me get the lights on here. And this build, yeah, look at this bad boy. It's got a unique thing to it too. So the next one here we're looking at is, I might have a hard time pronouncing this name correctly or not. Aoto T6 by Barefoot and Hillbilly for Reforged Eden 1. Ahsoka, Ahsoka. Sorry, English and me, we don't get along. I'm talking about the language, by the way. Look at this son of a gun. Now this is a pretty unique build. I didn't put it out of the ground because I don't think it's really meant for that. It's or is it? But I love how this thing looks. It's obviously a Star Wars, either replica or heavily inspired by Star Wars. It's probably something out of one of the newer Star Wars series that I haven't seen yet. I really need to do some catching up on that. Did see the first 4 episodes of Fallout finally, though, so I'm getting there. I'm going to see the next 4 episodes this weekend, I do believe. Looking forward to that. Yeah, this thing is super, super detailed. Now, here's where it gets really unique. You see the landing gear over here? Let's see if it has it on. Okay, so only on this side. Man, I wish we had like rotators and pistons and stuff, because this whole ship is designed to do some animation and some rotation and stuff like that. This is actually how it lands, and I'm going to try to land it like that in a sec if I can remember. But yeah, really, really nice looking hull build here. I love the block work, the color scheme, all the little intricacies, like this big round piece kind of going into the roundy nose, which is round like that for a very distinct reason. Like basically the whole wing mass on this is supposed to rotate, I believe, or actually maybe not the whole wing mass, but the cockpit itself is supposed to rotate. Again, we can't do that in the game, unfortunately, but that is really, really cool. Also, yeah, this thruster setup here, that looks sharp. All the block work over here, that's cool. This black like wedge trim going over the main hull design. That's awesome looking too. This feature here, that looks really cool. It almost looks like it's a deco piece, but it's just more block work there. Yeah, very cool. Interesting door, and the door looks silly right now. But hold on, let's do something here. I'm gonna I'll try not to look at too much of the interior yet. See if I can get this right. We got to go like this, I think, and we land. Don't know if I did it quite right. I guess we'll find out. I'm a little off, but you get the point. You get the point. Here's your landing gear, and there's your access door. You can kind of see what this ship was meant to do and why that this would twist, and then it could land like this and then fly in a vertical way. So pretty innovative here. really nice looking build. So I, you know what? I'm gonna try to fix that. I'm gonna walk. I want to walk through it too, and I can't land to save my life here. Let's try to balance that out. Maybe I'll go forward so I don't bump into that turret over there either. See if we can level this out. I think that's good. Yeah, look at that. Nice clean landing this time. And, all right, here, let me adjust the lighting a little bit. Let's get a board. I think I'm here. Get out of God mode here. And holy Star Wars! Yeah, this looks like, yeah, I wasn't sure if I just walked into the Millennium Falcon or not. This that looks, yeah, this looks totally Star Wars. Just the way just all the wall stuff is being done, and kind of that little bit of like randomness. I don't know. It's just that's sharp looking. This ceiling looks pretty darn amazing to me. That is some cool looking thin block work up there with the texture lights backing that up. Another new light fixture over here. Or maybe it's not. No, I don't think that is a new light fixture. That's just some creativity at its finest, I think. Yeah, it's using those double angled lights, but vertically, to make like a chandelier-like light formation with another light in the middle. That's really cool. That is really cool. Okay, let's go check out this area. We got our bedding. Looks like a box and a controller there. Our trauma station, armor locker, food processor, a couple of fridges. Really nice looking layout there. Kind of looks like a Star Wars spaceship. Definitely. We've got a constructor over here. O2 in the wall. We've got wow. Got this. I don't know. Back. This might be like a gun weapon firing position on the actual ship. If this is indeed a replica, it probably is. I just don't know for sure yet. I gotta catch up on some Star Wars soon. Cool storage room over here with O2, pentaxid, and fuel tanks. I like how the boxes are kind of stacked up over there as well. Wow, there's doors everywhere. Oh wow, look at this. So we got like a big old thruster shield room, warp drive room. Wow, this thing's got a lot of room over here. That's a big thruster too, by the way. Yeah, a lot of, looks like 8 small shield parts in here. A bunch of generators over there. More thrusters. Let's go into this side. And yeah, more of that on this side. So obviously a lot of extra room in here too. You could slop in stuff, you know, whatever fits. A lot of things will fit here. CPU blocks or generators or I don't know, more stuff. Now this is going to look a little funky now because I am landed and I'm not flying vertically right now, so everything's kind of offset to one side over here. It's just so wild. That's so wild. Again, man, you know how cool if we had some kind of like rotating thing or connect, if you built like a part of your creation as like a part and then you hooked it up to a rotator and then you connected that part to like your main hull and then you could have a little button switch or something to make it to turn. That would be amazing. And this build here would be all for that. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Very detailed. Very detailed build. Obviously, you know, meant for a lot of hardcore sci-fi Star Wars looks here. But yeah, I like this a lot. This is neat. Let's look at some numbers here. Now, this was deemed as Reforged Eden 1, but I think what's actually going on is it's not really necessarily meant for CPU, but it could be. I guess we'll see how much total CPU it takes, but it's not set up with additional CPU blocks, I don't believe, right now. So 51 forward, 31 strafing, 29 lift, 51 reverse, 29 down. Yeah, 18 roll, 46 yaw, and 25 pitch. 11 hour and 40 minute build time. It's gonna need some stuff. Not, you know. It does have a kind of a lot of weapons on it, doesn't it? I got to look at that. I didn't see many when I was looking at it, but it really is loaded up quite well here with 12 plasma cannons, guided missile launchers, retractable plasma turrets, and minigun turrets. And CPU, if we take a look here, it's basically just has your core. So I mean, you could probably use this and play CPU with it, but you'd need to put in a lot to get that balanced out, I think. Beyond a Core 9, you'd probably need definitely some other CPU things to auxiliary quantum cores, things like that. But I don't think it was really intended for that. Let's look at your storage. So we got an ammo controller at 2857. Got some boxes here, 3 controllers here. Let's see, 5,500, 14,000, 125, and 9750. And I think the rest are boxes beyond that. There's a lot of storage on the ship, in the form of boxes, plus all your controllers here, your 4 main controllers. And one last thing, let's shield strength on here at 3890 on total shield strength. Does have a P menu option for spotlights. Yeah, it's really cool, really innovative with the whole vertical horizontal twist. I mean, doing a design like this in Empyrion, this is rough. I mean, Empyrion is not meant to do these kinds of things the way it's set up. And man, if it had some additional parts, if we had some parts we could steal out of Space Engineers, we could actually have something like this work like it should in Empyrion. I think that would be really, really cool. But awesome looking build here. Love the block work, the color scheme, the interior is awesome. Very nice build. So again, this is the this is the Osaka T6 by Barefoot and Hillbilly. Very, very nice build. All right, so the last creation today is out of power. Hold on. No, it's not. I just don't have it on. All right, so whoa. So this one here, this is the Cyber Mechs, not Max, but Mechs MK1 CV by Captain Caveman for RE1. So Captain Caveman, I haven't seen Captain Caveman in a little bit, so this is definitely a newer build. I think this author took a little bit of a break and obviously appears has come back here to build some magnificent creations here. Holy smokes, this thing looks really really nuts. Really nuts. Kind of looks alien in a really cool way, but it could also be like really sophisticated humans or something too. That's nuts. This is absolute nuts. Using some Xenoblock materials in here. I think the author just kind of used that. Well, I don't know. It could be for defense too, but in fact, there's actually a lot of Xeno in this build here. So I am going to say that this its main operation in life is probably to blow up everything in space. I think something like that. Wow, that's just cool. Jeez, look at that. Man, I don't even know where to begin. It's some of this block work in here is, quite frankly, pretty insane. These are all like little multiple weapon pod gun things. I don't know what those are, but that is really, really cool. And the framework that mounts all that together, even with like the ring cutout there, like you might see in like some industrial steel beams and things like that. That's wild. The texture lighting looks really good too, and we got more than just texture lighting. We got some. No, that's ladders. Oh, I was just about ready to say that's like LCD is doing like the lines there, but no, That's ladders with the... Oh, that's cool. See, again, another thing I haven't seen done before. I don't ever recall seeing this trick done before. I've done something like this on a couple builds in the past, usually with like laser walls or something. I did something like that just on the first Helios, but it was done with the LCDs, not with ladders. That's wild. So then we got a whole bunch of solar panels here on the inside as well. It almost look like they're like landing pads or something, but that's like part of this like laser ladder wall. that is so creative there. That is just something I never even thought about ever doing. Really, really cool. And yeah, man, I can say I'm pretty sure this is going to be quite expensive. It doesn't look very cheap. Got a lot of big drive thrusters and things on it, so I don't think this necessarily is interested too much in playing the CPU game. It just kind of looks like it wouldn't do that, and I don't think it was intended to do that. But my goodness, this, when you just go full blown creativity here, you can do a lot of things, and this is a prime example of that. So we also got a looks like a hangar kind of at the back middle section here. Man, that's just cool. Look at all these thrusters in there though. The drive thrusters down there. I don't know why the ones on top are lit and these aren't. It's more of a game glitch than anything else there. Or maybe these are just painted differently. I guess you can paint them that way. Oh, I guess it's the same way over here. But hold on. I bet you if I were to power it off and power it back on again, it might fix that. Huh. Or maybe there's a switch where they're just off, where it only has like that, the brightly lit ones on at the moment. That's a very distinct possibility too. We got some, I see some flashy lights and stuff going on somewhere here too. Man, this thing is wild. Looks like one heck of a build here. No joke. No tiny little quickie creation here. This is some dedication going on. A bunch of launchers in this center section here too, all around the center section. And we got some blast doors up over here. It looks like in front of where the pilot seat would be. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Definitely combat oriented. Might do more than that, but definitely combat oriented. Jeez. Wow. I got to say, I really dig this this kind of curved block work around the center as well. That's really neat how this is. It's like it's heavily cut into with all kinds of stuff, but at the same time, it's conforming to like a big shape. It doesn't look like all chopped up to death, where you can't recognize what was going on in there anymore. And it's just it's a really neat way to do it, to maintain the big shape but have the detail of the small choppiness at the same time. That's a pretty cool design element there. A lot of solar panels too. I bet it's probably maxing out the solar panels here. All right, so I'm gonna get aboard here and see what's going on with this ship. Kind of excited to see what we're gonna run into on the inside. Probably aliens. It's always aliens. All right, so we got a repair bay. As soon as you walk in here, cool looking hangar. A lot of different texturing and stuff going on in here. I like how the texture lights are kind of doing things around the edges of the room. And yeah, really neat. Oh, unusual way to do a staircase over here. Oh wow, that's different. See, I told you it was aliens. All right, gotta have too much. Yeah, alien. Proof, evidence right there. Unmistakable. Alien. Okay. And stormtroopers. Aliens and stormtroopers. Okay, here, I'm going to get out of God mode here a minute, and we'll, okay, so I don't see a doorway up in the center. It looks like in the sides over here, so let's head through this way. Looks like we got a big old shield part here. This is Reforged Eden 1, too, so the original size of the large shields here. Cool looking display room for this as well. And again, I believe this thing's going to use an awful lot of Xenoblocks. Not just Xenoblocks, so it's going to be using some other blocks too, but there is a fair amount of Xeno in it. And we got this angled hallway here. Some cool looking blockwork texture lights to do that angle. And we've got more aliens. Level 2. Oh, wow, okay, so we're getting to like a main elevator over here. Oh, I love this window viewing the ship itself from outer edges of it. All thrusters are automated to switch on and off. Okay, so that's probably why a lot of the thrusters we've seen on the forward thrusters, at least, were not looking like they were on, because they probably weren't on. That's probably would explain that. So we got an engineering section over here with all kinds of thrusters kind of meeting up together here, which looks really cool in itself. Actually, yeah, it actually looks quite detailed. An elevator going down in here. Oh man, we've got another. Wow, we got plate. Oh wow, look, a little way in the back over here. Oh, this is wild. I'm gonna still get lost, so I just know it. Like those windows. Controller here. Got a solar panel floor in here. That's pretty cool. That makes for an unusual looking floor in the game. Decoys and armor area. Oh, we got. Oh yeah. So this is kind of it's going to do more than just shoot stuff. We got grow plots in here. I doubt we run into a production area at some point as well. Yeah, like the heads up instructions on different ship things. And man, I don't even know where the heck I am now. I think I'm getting down into the ventilation ducts or something. Holy smokes, we'll just keep going with this. So we're back down. I won't say back down to a farm. We're just maybe at a different farm. Yeah, this is a different farm. And we got a lot of high-tech farmers here. Oh, yeah. Really wild. I mean, this interior is really neat, too. There's just a lot to look at. So I'm kind of on the lower area of that big thruster room here. Got another stormtrooper there. Let's get through here. How about this door? Where do you go? Kind of looks like a part upgrade room area here. Maybe. I don't know. Certainly could put stuff here. Got Wi-Fi. We got flashy red light. And it kind of looks, wow, decoys. It was talking about decoys. This certainly looks like a decoy over here. So kind of like an extra area for the AI to shoot at and not really do any real harm to the ship. Huh. Yeah. That works, doesn't it? It's like a half door thing. Huh. There's another one I haven't seen done before. So we're back up to 3. Back up to farm level 3 here. I don't know if I walked up this way. Oh, we got. Okay, so this elevator's back down. I feel like I'm going around in circles right now. Let's get over to this area. Okay, so we're on 3 yet. So I think we need to get to 2. So it kind of looks like there's 3 decks to at least the main part of the ship. So this would be Okay, so it talks about level 1 and level 3 for hydroponic bays. And we're looking at the thruster room. And this is actually all on just the one side. I got to remember that. I'm not even in the center part of the ship. I got to get over here for that. Holy smokes. Okay, yeah, so there's a whole lot more ship yet. So this is a pretty interesting looking armor locker O2 room. Super detailed again. I like the style of it. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. That is some trippy block work going on there. Has anyone ever seen a hallway design? I wouldn't. Well, kind of a hallway. I mean, that ever looked anything remotely close to that? I don't think I have. I don't think I have ever seen anything that looks like this before. That's cool. And you can walk through it too. It actually works. And then we're up to the bridge here. We've got some. Oh wow! Look at these. They're actually like pointed in, like if you were like some assassin trying to come into the bridge, you get blown away trying to get to the pilot here. And obviously, these blast doors are going to remove. There's probably could be a P menu option for that. We'll have to take a look at that. This is pretty wild too. That's neat. That's another innovative thing there. So to identify this, it's using that one particular thin block with the arch kind of thing in it, and then it's using an LCD to back that up to look like a flag or tapestry or kind of thing. Wow, man, very cool, very cool. Tons of craziness and innovation going on in this build here. And whoa, we go up further here yet too. So noticing some green lights in the area here, a little bit different look. So it looks like yeah, our production room. Okay, so we got a deconstructor, looks like an advanced constructor. It's a bunch of people, aliens. Armor repair, some boxes and stuff. Oh man, we got a fusion reactor chilling back over there too. What's this way? Some security, trippy block window wall. High temperatures. Oh yeah, getting into the fusion reactor room. Oh, not just one. No, there's another one back over there. Oh, one fusion reactor is just not enough. And yeah, here's trippy. Oh, this trippy room is actually part of the outer hall. Oh wow, what a trip! What this? Yeah, this is psycho. I mean, in a good way. I don't mean like in a bad way or anything like that. This is just this is crazy. A fun one to walk around in. And just taking a look at these, the rooms even around the fusion reactor here. That looks really cool. I love this, the angled walls around here. That looks really neat. Some of this is cargo extensions as well. Man. You know what? That elevator still goes, doesn't it? It doesn't stop here. Oh, I got doors. There's doors here. What the heck? I don't know what's going on here, but that's a trip. It's maybe there's something. Oh, weapon access. We're actually looking at an advanced laser cannon right there. And this is like an access door to it. Interesting. And there is glass down here. I thought I was going to fall through the floor. I didn't even see that glass. That's why I was all jumping and stuff. That'll freak you out. And more fusion reactor. And then we're up to here. which is actually going out into the outer hull. I think. Yeah, we're out. Well, we're still airtight. That's a piece of glass right there. So no, we're still on the inside. And we got another elevator, then kind of a window overlooking the back area, where it looks like we have a their mining trail over multi-turret. And then we go up this way to another. Oh my gosh! Now we get to the shield room and more thruster stuff. And oh my goodness! Yeah, so our main shield is right there. It's a big old thruster here, kind of in the middle. More solar panels. Looks like more some medium shield parts. A lot of security in the area. I mean, literally everything is just really detailed too. I didn't see like sometimes when you get in these big creations like this, there might be areas that are, you know, finished off and everything, and then some other areas that aren't like finished or done or things like that, or just kind of like out of the way places. But literally, it looks like every ounce of this interior space of this ship, when I get into God mode for this part, is detailed everywhere I go. Been flying around in God mode over here where you don't even have a walk path to get to, and there's still stuff and places for more parts and things. And cool looking blockwork. There's our warp drive. Wow, yeah, this thing is crazy. What a build, man. All right, well, I hope I seen most of it. I hope I gave it some justice here walking through it. Just one last thing. I want to fly in. Oh no, okay, I see what's going on here. We got like a weapon and stuff in here. Okay, I wasn't sure. I didn't think I went too far forward in these other pieces here, but looks like they're that's kind of the way that's set up. All right. Well, holy smokes. Let's see what this thing's all about here. So, unlock level 25, size class 20, 24 forward, 18 strafing, 18 lift, 12 reverse. Hold on. I was just curious if it had some options. It was talking about like thruster speeds, and I think maybe some of the thrusters are off, so I'm not sure if these numbers are full tilt, if you know what I mean. Like it's maybe it does go faster than what we're seeing right here, right now, especially like the forward. But then again, this is a heavy ship too, I'm pretty sure. Speaking of that, our mass 38.8 kilotons. So 18 strafing, pitch, yaw, and roll. I mean, it's a big ship. It's not going to move like a spring chicken there. That's fine. 30. Oh, that was ventilators. Holy smokes. 12 oxygen tanks, 37 ventilators, 44 fuel tanks. Just a heap and load of guns and weapons and things. All just a lot of them. A lot of that. So this is going to be a pretty expensive build, 36-hour and 50-minute build time. It is going to need quite a few things. Yeah, and a regenerative shield generator, and reactor cores, and you know all the typical stuff. No, this is that's wild. Okay, so CPU, it's set up right now for Reforged Eden 1 Core 9, 2.1 million CPU. It will need some more than that. But I don't. Again, I like both these builds I'm looking at in Reforged Eden 1 here. It's kind of like they're both intended to not use with CPU in general. I don't know if it's even possible playing RE1 native game to get this much CPU into a CV. I don't know if that's even possible with all the CPU upgrade things that are out there. I don't think you can hit 11 million something in CPU on one. But you know, if you're not playing with CPU on, you know, then who cares? It's expensive. It's still an expensive ship. So, I mean, you get what you pay for. This one's expensive. It'll probably decimate just about everything out in the galaxy, and you can do some farming and just walk around a really cool ship. Oh, this is, yeah, very, very nice. Let's look at its storage. So quite a bit of nicely labeled storage here. So we got 4 320K ammo bays, and it looks like 4 640K cargo bays, and then we've got a harvest bay at 320K, and a whole and some more boxes and the fridges and your normal stuff beyond that. One thing I did want to look at too is in the main menu here, our total shield strength stock here. I don't know how much upgrades you could actually get into this, but it did have some room for some upgrades. 162,400 on its shield strength. And we do have blast shields, EMP, spotlights, P menu options. Figure out how to turn that on. One of those, I thought one of those were going to open these blast doors right over here. Blast shields, maybe. Oh, okay. So I think I just had to turn it off. That's cool. That's a really cool setup here too. This is glass. Yeah, that's all heavy glass in front. So this is just additional shielding in front of the heavy glass in the cockpit area, which also has the core right back over here. Yeah. Wow. Really wild build there. So again, this is the Cyber Mech MK1 CV by Captain Caveman. It is listed as RE1, but I don't think it's a CPU type build. But it is amazingly cool. Amazingly cool build there. A lot of time and effort into this. Some really cool ideas. Wild block work, color scheme, the whole ball of wax. Really looks neat. Love to see a whole theme of creations in this style. It looks a little unique from anything I've really seen before. Just the way the architecture of it and everything is, and color scheme, and yeah, very, very, very cool build. And that is everything this week so far. And again, next week I think we're going to see quite a few SVs and whatever else comes up. But other than that, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.